Veo 3.1 is just being released. You can see the announcement from Google DeepMind, and today we're going to be testing it out. In fact, I've already just created a video with it, and you can see this example right here. Pretty easy to create. I'll show you how to do that in a second and how you can get access to it. The cool thing about this is unlike Sora, which is limited to certain countries, you can actually get access to Veo 3.1 ASAP, right? So you can get access to it straight away, which is really, really good. And if we play this video back right now, let's play this over here.
On production. Veo 3.1 saved us thousands on production.
You can still see that it's still a little bit buggy, you know, on the wording. So it was like Veo 3.1 saved us. But some of the videos are pretty cool that I can see on the demos here. Let's have a look at some of these. So apparently it can bring a deeper understanding of the narrative you want to tell, capturing textures. You can actually go straight to Gemini if you want to start using it. So for example here, you can see we've got access. We said medium shot of a professional man in his 40s with salt and pepper hair, wearing a charcoal suit, sitting in a modern startup office with exposed brick walls, right? And you can see that actually works perfectly over here. So it seems to work pretty nicely, pretty quick as well. And we can get straight onto this. So you can also get access inside Flow. So if you're not familiar with Flow, basically previously it was using Veo 3, which is the older version of this video model. And now you can use Google's 3.1 that just got released. And with this update, basically it's more powerful and versatile version. Now, you get more controls with audio as well. And then you can actually add ingredients, right? So you actually get greater control of style and consistency in your generations, and you can precisely define the narrative start and endpoint and then extend it as well, right? So if we get started over here, we can then have a look at some of the projects we've created. So for example, if we go to add starter projects on Flow, so this is at labs.google.com. I'm going to go to October the 16th. And then you can see we've got Veo 3.1 selected. Now you can switch between Veo 3.1 quality or Veo 3.1 fast, and then you can start using the like. So you can also change the number of outputs. So if you want to create multiple videos, you can. So let's just put, I don't know, dragon flying through the sky, breathing out fire on a crazy cinematic landscape. All right, and then we can do that directly inside here. We can go over to Gemini as well and start using it here. So you can upload a photo as well. If we go to start using this as a photo, let's just take a picture of my website and we can start using that as well. There we go. And then we'll use that as a photo to upload. And we'll just say something like, okay, crazy man breakdancing while singing karaoke. We'll see if that can generate something as well. So that should technically turn that into an AI avatar video. This is really like the first time I'm using it because it is brand new, to be fair. What happened to our dragon? Oh, there we go. So even, I mean, this is on Veo 3.1 quality. So you can see it actually takes quite a long time. If we switch over to fast now, we're going to do two outputs. And we'll say samurais fighting in a Japanese forest cinematic style. You can actually use this as well to expand your prompt. So if you want to make your prompt better, you can. You can see how much quicker that is. So that the percentage on that is going way faster than the percentage on this, but this will be better quality because we've selected 3.1 quality. Now, if we go on to Twitter, let's have a look at it and see, okay, what are people creating over here? Ricky says, mate, not another AI video. It's a live stream. It's a real McCoy. So let's have a look and see what people are creating with this as well. So you can create longer scripts, longer clips, even lasting for a minute or so, that continue the action from the previous shot. I think that's using Flow. It must be using Flow, right, to do that. Let's see what else we got here. So here's some examples. It looks pretty good. I assume this is like a reaction from Google to Sora 2 as well. But the biggest problem with Sora 2 is like if you're not using a VPN or something like that, then last time I checked, you can't get access to it outside. Yeah, there you go. You can't get access to it outside of the US and Canada, which is kind of annoying. So the good thing about Veo 3.1 is you can start using it now. All right. So refine your narrative. There we go. Control the shot from start to finish. So you can actually give it like the frames as well. So for example, frames to video. Let's play this one back. So you can give it the first and the last frame, like so. And then it should create like a cinematic video that joins them together, if that makes sense. So let's go over to flow now. We've got the samurais generated. We've got the dragons generated as well, actually. Let's play this now. And still feels a little bit grainy. Let's have a look at this one. Doesn't it just feel like a bit, I don't know, I've seen better responses from Sora 2 for sure. It's slightly better but weird as well. And let's have a look at this one. It's weird how they just stop doing anything. You'd want them to keep carrying on, wouldn't you? Let's go over to Gemini now. Here we go. So you can actually download that as well if you really want to keep a memento of that. I mean, what is that dance? It's pretty cool how you can bring it to life, though. It seems to have rolled out pretty quickly. You can get it on Hugging Face as well. Apparently, you can. Yeah, so you can get it over here. I think you can use that for free, actually. Let's see. So AI video generator powered by Veo 3.1. You can do image to video, or you can do text to video. And then you can click generate video over here. We've also got some advanced settings, so you can change the second duration. So let's go with 5 seconds. And then you can also change the aspect ratio to like landscape or not, and video resolution. That seems to be open to anyone, to be honest. So let's see this now. So I'm going to go over to ChatGPT. I'll say, give me a video prompt for an ultra realistic Game of Thrones style dragon scene. Veo 3. Should be very short. Just to get a quick prompt and some inspiration. So we'll take that. We'll go over to Hugging Face, plug it in, hit generate. Then we've got to sign in. We already signed in, mate. What are we talking about here? All right, let's try that again. It's quite good that it gives you the generation. We'll see how that compares now. So I'm just going to go back over to Flow. I think Flow, honestly, if you want like longer videos, probably the best way to do it, simply because you can extend the scenes, right? So for example, if you look at this one, you can download it, heart it, you can actually edit it, and then you can go full screen on that bad boy. But you can also click on add to scene. Add to scene means you can make the scene longer, if that makes sense. And then we have to go back to the old Sora if we want to use this outside of the US or Canada. Which is super annoying. The Pikachu Godfather. Look at that. Let's try that one. I wonder if that would be against copyright rules. I feel like Veo 3 would refuse to create that. What's the highest time that Veo 3 can reach? I think it's 8 seconds. 5 to 10 seconds, apparently. Let's see. I think it's still 8 seconds, to be honest, but I can't see anything on the official page about it. But the good thing is, like, even if you don't want it to be that short, you can easily just click on extend scene and then make it longer. So let's play this one back. What these guys doing? Not the best. All right, let's try something else now. I think I saw this before on someone's video. So I'm going to say, okay, grandma goes go-karting and street racing versus gangsters. See what we get back from that. Gemini's still loading. There we go. So Hugging Face, that is free to use, by the way. If you want access to that, let me plug that in the AI Money Lab as well for you. So if you want to get access to the link that I showed you, just use this link at the top, all right? So you can get free access to Veo 3 there without paying. And I've also, inside the AI Money Lab, this is completely free, but you can get access to like all of our best tips for prompting, aspect ratios, the magic prompt formula, including like shot type, subject description, action environment, etc. And then also examples of prompts that you can use to generate outputs. That's all inside the AI Money Lab, along with like a community of like 30,000 people. So it's not bad. Not bad. Let's have a look at this one. We've got Pikachu, the Gangster Mafia, man. Look at that. He's got a little Pokemon.
I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
It's not bad. All right. And then we got a Grandma Go-Karting over here. That looks better. And then what you can do over here is you could add a scene. You can either click jump to or extend. So if you extend, you just do it like this, and then you say what should happen, right? Okay, so like grandma becomes a savage and throws stuff at the other races. Then zooms off, laughing hysterically. How you says, is there any tool for regular users in automation? yeah, if you check out the AI Profit Boardroom link in the comments description, you'll see loads of training on that stuff and how we use it for automation, what we use, etc. And then you can see that's generating the scene over here. Now you can also get access to this on Higgsfield. Higgsfield, pretty popular. So you can go to video, then you can select the frames and ingredients. So you can add like more ingredients here and upload up to 3 images inside there. You can also change the frames, select the prompt, choose whether you want it in multi-shot mode, and then you can select between these. So you could say, for example, okay, Veo 3.1, right? And then quality. I think you need to pay for this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so you need to pay for this. Let's have a look. $17.50 per month for 600 credits. But 600 credits would only get you, what, like 5 videos out of that? Whereas you can use it for free inside the AI Money Lab if you want to get access for free, right? So like I was showing you before, you can get access to that. And then let's play the rest of the scene now. Not the best. I'm not going to say it's amazing. Like, it don't blow my mind, to be honest. I need to play around more with the prompts. And then you can also save the frame as an asset. You can download it. You've got everything accessible right there. I think like if you were using this for business, it'd be quite easy to just generate an ad, right? So for example, if we went over here to Gemini, added that photo of me, and then we said, man, you could give it a script if you want as well. But if you said like, man selling SEO for his agency on a Facebook ad filmed from perspective of an iPhone, like a vlog with UGC. Then we'll see how that goes. This is interesting. Flavio posted Sora 2 on the right versus Veo 3. I mean, for sure, like, look at that. Sora 2 is way, way, way more realistic. This actually looks and feels. I mean, look at the filters and colors. Like, it looks like someone's filmed that on their iPhone, which I think people want, right? Whereas, for example, if you post that on social media, it's just not going to do as well, right? It's not as good. So for sure, it's still looking a lot more realistic on Sora 2. So we got the Hobbit and the Hobbiton. Yeah, I gotta say it's not that impressive. Veo 3.1. Blizzard says, I've been testing both and still they're not quite there yet in many cases. I would agree with that. It's Rory Sutherland. Rory Sutherland is here. Welcome, Rory. And then let's see what we got. The Hobbit. Okay, savage jokes going on. Blizzard down says, wish I had more time to play with toys. I may set up an agent to do video while I'm in something else. And Arnett says, other guitars in the back for show. If you want to hear me playing guitar and singing, either go to Instagram or go on Spotify. I actually got named. Actually got it on Spotify as well. What do I think about Notebook LM? It is awesome as a tool, better than Veo 3.1. I mean, to be fair, like it's got promise. I just think like you need really good prompts because so far everything I've tested has been like a bit meh, a bit meh. All right, let's see what else we got here. We'll try this. I assume there's going to be a limit on this as well, so I probably can't create that much. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. You've reached your video generation limit until 5:50 a.m. So I can't create any more videos on Veo 3 inside Gemini. Let's go with that. Now, you can also get access to Sora too if you're outside of the UK and Canada. You can get access to it inside Kia. So if you go to kia.ai/Sora-2, text it a video, we can plug that in like so, and then we can run that. All right, and you can actually choose to remove the watermark as well. So you can remove the watermarks from the videos, and then you can generate videos like that. The only thing I found with this is it does break sometimes. That's the only issue. But let's see if that actually generates or not. And then we can compare the outputs of the same video. Comparing Gemini versus Sora. Ricky says, I once saw you live in a pub in Sukhumvit, had to do a double take. No way, man. That's crazy. Small world, but I hope you're enjoying life in Bangkok. Allied says, which one gives you longest I've seen is 8 seconds. So easiest way is, like, for example, if we go back to that example over here, you can generate longer clips just by going into Flow, right? So you go into Flow and then you can extend clips, you can make them longer, and that's probably the easiest way. Let's check this out. It's okay, isn't it? It's not mind-blowing. Let's try this one. Why is he flying backwards? It doesn't make any sense. And then we've got Sora 2 over here. This seems to take ages to generate, to be honest. Much longer than Sora, much longer than Veo 3.1. Blizzard says, you've been doing great with the avatar. At my work, just me, I'm consuming around $2,000 in AI every month. That's interesting. How are you spending that much money on AI each month? You must be rinsing the APIs or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna say it's okay. Let's see how it goes. 59%. That's taking too long, isn't it, my friends? Too long. There we go. All right. So let's have a look at this. This is with Sora 2. Total trash. Total trash. So we put a close-up of a massive dragon egg cracking on volcanic rock, but there's not really that much going on right there in the shot. It is 10 seconds, so that's good, but it's not interesting at all, right? Like, why would you want to use that? How do they compare to HeyGen? I would still say HeyGen is 10 times better. 10 times better, my friend. So if you go over to here, I think you can actually use Sora 2 inside here as well, if I'm not mistaken. But I would say, yeah, for sure, like, let's have a look here. X of that. X of that. Where can you find it? on your homepage or select Veo 3 in generate video assets. There we go. All right, avatar video with, see, that looks like a bit more realistic, right? We're gonna upload that image. Or we'll use this one. We'll use this one. Then we'll add prompt. Okay. Man flying around on a magic carpet in the desert. And you can add multiple scenes as well using Veo 3. And then just click generate video. Jason said, how you doing, mate? Yeah, so for using multi-platform streaming, I use StreamYard. StreamYard is pretty good. It'll live stream across like LinkedIn, all sorts of things, right? If you had to choose just one AI tool for almost all tasks as of today, what would you choose? I would go with probably Claude. I think Claude is the best, right? But it depends what your use case is. But I would say, like, just as an all-round, you know, if you're automating content, written content, blogs, articles, etc., I think that Claude is probably the best for writing content, for sure. Allied Avius says, no movement, just camera panning. Yeah, I would agree with you. It's a little bit slow. You see how long this takes as well. This is taking ages too. Avatars for real-time training suck your life. Yeah. It takes a long, long time. And then Blizzard says, this is not AI. No glitches so far. All right, peeps. So, I mean, do I think that you need to check out Veo 3.1? Probably not. Probably not, right? Like, it's not that interesting. It's not that great. It doesn't blow me away in the same way that Veo 3 did when it first came out. And it just seems like a tiny, tiny little improvement versus everything else. I've honestly seen better stuff from Sora 2 and that sort of thing. That looks really cool, to be fair. But I think you just need fantastic prompts, right? Yeah. The videos itself look cool. Yeah. All right. So thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already joined the AR Profit Board, we've got less than 24 hours on our entire 9-in-1 bundle. All right. So you get a 9-in-1 bundle if you sign up to the AR Profit Boardroom. And we only have less than 24 hours on that left. So basically, if you sign up, you're going to get 9 different stacks inside there, right? So you get the AR Profit Boardroom, the $1 Million School Playbook, the Affiliate Fast Track Kit, my 1000x content machine for helping me publish over 700 pieces of content per day. We've got the private content vault with real calls, lots of coaching call recordings, that sort of thing that you can watch back. All my one-click funnels so you can swipe and deploy. My toolkit and playbook for getting clients for your agency. Over 50 ASEO tools and SEO boardroom access. Plus, if you want to know how I create AI avatar videos, I know someone before said that we're doing pretty well with AI avatars. So you can see that, for example, like this video got 4K views, 6K, 6K. Yeah, our videos are doing really, really well with the AI avatar, to be fair. Like better than my human videos, to be honest. 7K, 8K, look at that, 10K, 10K, right? 30K over there for that video. So we get a lot of views on our avatar videos and they seem to outperform me as a human, to be honest. So at this point, I'm kind of redundant as a YouTuber, but I still make live streams because I enjoy jumping on the live streams and the banter with you guys. But yeah, you can see like the success of the channel, reaching 2.4 million people per month. Channel is growing really nicely. And we're doing it all using AI. So if you want to get those systems, it's all inside the AI Profit Boardroom. You also get 5 weekly coaching calls. You also get the community and classrooms as well. All right. So thanks very much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.